I'm sorry, there was some battery problems, and I would like to continue, go down towards this, a Buddhist hell. We stopped at this hot hot hell level, but I don't want to talk about this place because Etlэгt Tam, or the greater hot hell, is much more interesting compared to this hot hell. So in a hot hell you are like fried in burned, but in hot hell there is burning trident, and these hell guardians will put you this trident through your anal hole, and this trident's edges will come out from your shoulder and from your forehead. And since this trident is very hot, тэгэхэд 9 сүү бүхнээс нь гал дүрлцнэ. From 9 holes there will be fire will be bursting. So they are saying that there is a 9 hole in the human body. It's going to be 2 eyes, 2 nose, 1 mouth, and 2 ears. Total, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have these 2 holes in the bottom, but they are forgetting about the belly button. Maybe in the hell there is no people with the belly button. So actually human being has 10 holes. So but they are saying that fire will burst from these 10 holes. So let us stop talking about this nonsense. And Mongolian shamanism believes that this Buddhist hell is a nonsense. Also, general public don't know about these layers of this hell, etc., etc. If you ask a common Mongolian about the hell, common Mongolian will call it as a Tam. Tam is going to be this underworld, and in Mongolian or Turkic language, Tam is going to be a layer of this landscape, and Tam or Tamir is also this roots. So in shamanism there is many ideas of this hell. There is this little bit fairy tale like or imaginary, like this in Buddhist hell is quite imaginary, and it's like a fairy tale and quite real. And if you ask common Mongolian what will happen after death, everyone goes to underworld. I mean, good person, bad person, everyone goes to underworld. This can be understood as person is buried. He is going underworld, and the place is called Tam. And if you say Tamir, is going to be strength in Mongolian, but Tamir is root of plants and trees. So there is this idea of tree of life, and tree of life is you can understand it as simple a tree of life. In the bottom there is in the roots there is bacteria and worms, etc., etc., and in the top there is this top predators, animals, and in the very top there is a human being. So after human being dies, he end up in this realm of bacteria, etc., etc., and it's like this life goes something like that. But there is this general belief in Erlig khaan. If you ask what is a Tam, everyone knows that this is going to be the realm of Erlig khaan. And on the internet you can sometimes read that he is called the Prince of Hell, but he's not a Prince of Hell. He has a title Khaan. He is this ruler, king, and he also has this goddess representing a female female spirit, and he is going to be a male spirit. And every Mongolian knows that if you go to this underworld, Erlig khaan will judge you according to this what you did. If you did a lot of good stuff, you will be offered to reborn again or go to heaven. He will guide you towards this. He will point towards these gates. And if you did a lot of sin, he will put you in a hell pot. And this hell pot is called hashkirgang, or word hashkirch means to scream. So there's this pot, and if you look at the inside this pot, everyone is screaming, and this is going to be a horrible place. So you are put in this pot, and Erlig Khaan will say that if you are strong, if you are like this, if you're strong, you can come out, and if you can't, you will stay there like until you go away. Also, there's this belief that Erlig Khaan consumes this human soul, and someone with a horn is eating human being. It's going to be quite similar idea. So shaman can claim that there's many layers of hell, but in general public knows that there's this judge in the hell, and he has this power to reborn, give you reborn again, and or give you show you the gates of heaven. He is going to be some kind of a guardian, this someone who is this wise and powerful, something like that. And there is no such thing as this torturing and this cutting, slashing and making alive again, constant torturing and something like that. And this Buddhist heaven is wicked, very freaky, like a Christian hell. So what else? Hell. Yeah, I think I have explained everything. And well, yeah, one more thing. When you die, there's also belief that you will respawn in the underworld what you have, with your horse, with your sword, with your armor, etc., etc. And sometimes in order to reborn again, you need to accomplish, how to say, participate in a competition. And there's like if you are wearing an armor and this sword, etc., etc., you will be part of your big battle or this competition to reach some goal. And it is like sex, when these millions and millions of sperms are fighting to born, and one is managed to succeed, something like that. So yeah, a Mongol idea of hell is quite this small and this not so fancy, but somehow it seems many people, or this majority people, likes this huge stuff about torturing, etc., etc. For example, imagine you are a very big fan of sex, or you like a woman and you always had many sex with the woman, etc., etc. But in Buddhist hell, you will be punished by your male part will going to swell in a very huge size, and you will be forced to this pull your thingy on a hot this burning this iron platform, something like that. So this there is something wrong with the humanity. Well, and that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.